What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. I'm here today with the base builds, BA, A+, S, and S+, all in one video. So if you want to build the Mazda Miata MX5 1996, I got you covered right here. This car is one of my second builds of all time. I took a long time to revisit it. We improved B a little bit. We're using that for Copium this week, and it's really good in a lot of the other classes, and so it's really pretty sturdy little car. But before we get into all that, I want to just kind of make an announcement, or just put myself and my guys out there. If you're out there going through life like most of us, all of us are, and you just need some friends, some homies to kick it with, come hang out with us. Join my Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, just download it. Discord. It's out here. I got my Discord linked in all my videos. I'm not saying that we're going to be like a sounding board for therapy, and I'm not looking for everybody to come and just dump their problems, obviously, but like, if you just need some people to vibe with and just have a sense of community, because I think the world as a whole is really lacking that, I'll put myself out there and put the rest of us out there. Like, come kick it. We've got a lot of people that are making new friends, and sometimes it just takes one friend to get you through the rough stuff. So if you're not dealing with rough stuff, come and make friends with the guys that are. And if you're dealing with some shit, come and hang out. Like, that's all. Just saying. Just putting it out there to you guys. No mushy stuff, just on the level. If you want to come kick it, we're here. Let's dig into the builds. It's pretty solid. I've got the B class in front of me. This is a carbon copy of what we are running in Copium series this week. For the styling portion of this, guys, there's a lot you can do with it. There's multiple different body kits. There's a lot of other pieces you can do. Those mirrors are a mega awesome. Little baby, just tiny mirrors. I don't think I've ever seen those on any other cars. So you can really go for low and slow, time attack mode. You can do a lot of different looks with this, and it's got the sleepy eye Mazda. It just looks all surprised, and so I love that. The engine's fully fleshed out. I like that too. It's a good looking little car. And it's really competitive in almost all the classes, and so it's really overall cheap to get into, great to build. If you're looking for a startup car to just kind of get comfortable with, this is pretty solid. Let's dig into the performance. Now, for the engine in this build, you are using the second engine over. It is the Iron Basic 151 brake horsepower, 2.4 liter i6 when we start. For the parts, it's real simple. It's Iron Basic for your induction, Iron Basic ECU, Sport Bronze fuel system, Iron Basic exhaust, and then you're going to pair all that with an Elite Platinum Roots supercharger, Sport Bronze nitrous, Elite Platinum road suspension, Silver Pro brakes, and Elite Platinum grip tires. Guys, as you tier this up, it gets more and more rowdy. Really brings me back to the early days when I was driving the 1971 Skyline. It'll slide a little bit. You run an Iron Basic clutch, and you pair that in this build with the Sport Bronze 4-speed transmission, which is really all you need, because in B class you don't get going all that fast. And then you're going to pair all of that with the Elite Platinum diff. You can run just the Super Gold if you want to save some money, if you're kind of new and you need to save that bank. Auxiliary, I run nitrous drift and nitrous grip. It allows me to micro drift. I've got a tutorial on that. Just search micro drift on my channel. That'll help you out. For the handling, you're going to go 70% grip. So if you slide the slider all the way left, back it off 2. That is a 70% grip build. Steering sensitivity, I run 2 clicks high. That's personal preference, you guys. A lot of new players are coming to the game, especially with Volume 3 coming out. So run this wherever you're comfortable. If you find the car to be a little unstable, a little rowdy on you, maybe back that down a taste. If you want it to turn in a little faster, bump it up. Go with what you feel. Downforce, run it all the way high. That's where I've got it on this one, and I do that to really protect the car and try to keep it as gripped up as I can. Traction control off. Drift entry is going to be brake tap. That is going to be our B class Mazda Miata MX5. Top speed 147. It'll get there eventually, but you don't hit it on most tracks. 226 brake horsepower and 223 on the torque. Let's dig in to A class. Alright, here we are at A class. I've got 2 for you, so I'll show you the other engine after this one, and I'll show you this one right now. You can kind of go either way. I couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I think it's going to be really based on driving style. This video is going to be omega long, so let me just dig into it with you. For the engine that you run in build 1, it is the 2.4 liter inline 6. That is the second engine over. For the parts, you run Iron Basic, Induction, Silver Pro ECU, Iron Basic Fuel System, Iron Basic Exhaust, and then Elite Platinum Roots Supercharger. The Roots Supercharger. Sport Bronze, Nitrous, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, Silver Pro Brakes, Elite Platinum Grip Tires. That's going to be the same on all the builds for me, you guys. Iron Basic Clutch, and then you are going to run the Silver Pro 6-speed transmission. It's a very different way to set up the car from the second build I'm going to show you, but it's sturdy. That being said, we run the Elite Platinum Diff. That way we can get the most out of our slider, and then Nitrous Drift, Nitrous Grip. For the handling, you slide the slider 80% grip all the way to the left. Steering sensitivity 2 clicks high, that's me. Downforce, run dead set middle, that's A209. You can go right and go high, but you cannot go lower than that, otherwise it's A plus 210. Traction control off, drift entry, I run brake tap. This with the Roots is better in the short track. It feels good, it has some pickup. I had no problems with it. The second build I'll show you is different engine. It's got more horsepower, less torque, so really depending on how well you carry your speed, that one could be better. So let me show you what that one looks like. We got the doors open, we got a floaty mirror because that's not meant to be opened, and it's got a full interior. I really wish they would have given us customization for the interiors and stuff. Maybe that'll be like volume 6 once they're done with the clothes and hairstyles. Maybe don't. Probably not. Alright, for this one, it is the third engine over. It is the 2.0 liter inline 4, 200 brake horsepower when we start. For these, you put the parts of Iron Basic Induction, Iron Basic ECU, Iron Basic Fuel System, so don't touch them. You're going to then put in Sport Bronze Exhaust and pair that to the Elite Platinum Roots Supercharger. Sport Bronze Nitrous, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, Silver Pro Brakes, and Elite Platinum Grip Tires. Iron Basic Clutch, and you're going to put the Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission in this build because the 6 brings us up out of the class, and so does the 4. The transmissions are really finicky with this car. You can kind of just change that transmission around. It allows you to get a little more horsepower in it and better gear ratios, so that's kind of a win-win. Elite Platinum Diff, so that way you can go full slider. And then Nitrous Drift, Nitrous Grip. That's going to stay the same for all the builds. Handling, run it all the way to the left, full Beyonce, 80% grip as much as we can. Steering sensitivity stays for me, 2 clicks high. Downforce, dead set middle. You cannot run it any lower than that. It won't work for the class. That's A+. You can go to the right. That's 210. That's 209. That's 208. So you got to be kind of picky on where you put it. I think the middle is pretty solid, but you can go all the way high if you want. Up to you guys. Do with what you feel. Traction control off, drift entry is brake tap. That's going to set up your B setup for the A class. Or not B setup, but your second build. This one has 291 on the horsepower, so it bumps up the horsepower a bit, but you're taking about 60 foot-pounds of torque out of it, so it's a little slower to launch. It really depends on what you're feeling. Like I say, if you can get out of the hole and launch well with it with a perfect start and use your boost accordingly, it's pretty good on the top end, but like I say, you've got to be able to carry that momentum. So 175 for the top speed. It will get there eventually in A. 291, 205. That is A. Let me bring you A+. All right, A+. Windows down, trunk open. I can't believe they fleshed out the trunks. Like, they gave us a bajillion million sets of clothes in Volume 3, but no subwoofers for the trunk. What's up? Like, they scuffed us on this one, you guys. We could have had some dope interiors, but we need to be able to express ourselves with hairstyles and clothing. Let's get into the build. A+, the engine that you're running for A+, is the second engine over. It is the 2.4 liter inline 6, 151 brake horsepower when we start, and we go up a ways from there. For the parts, you're running Iron Basic Induction, Elite Platinum ECU, Sport Bronze Fuel System, Iron Basic Exhaust, and you're going to pair that up with that Elite Platinum Roots Supercharger. Sport Bronze Nitrous, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, Silver Pro Brakes, Elite Platinum Grip Tires, Iron Basic Clutch, and you're going to run the Silver Pro 6-speed transmission. 4, 5, 6. We up here leveling up. And the reason for that is if you go down on the tranny to a 4 or a 5 speed, it adds 8 points. We get the 6 speed for free essentially, and as you go up, it adds more points. It's wild. This car, the game calculates stuff crazy to me, but whatever. The 6 speed feels super sturdy. You get to use all the gears. It's the way to go for sure. Elite Platinum differential, and then auxiliary is always nitrous drift and nitrous grip for those micro drifts. For your handling, slide that slider all the way to the left, 80% grip, full Beyonce or as much as we can. Steering sense 2 clicks high, downforce all the way high, traction control off, and drift entry is brake tap. That's going to give us that A+ Mazda Miata MX5, 189 top speed. It will get there. It's a fast car for the legs. 374 for the horsepower and 348 for the torque. Overall, it's pretty good at A+. I would say that it's not meta by any means. I mean, it's no Lord and Savior Testarossa, but it's a sturdy little car. I could see somebody getting this and driving it in all the classes and just making it their main. And then at S+, struggling if somebody is good in the Regera, but outside of that, it's pretty sturdy. Let's go to S. Let me show you what I got over there. All right, S-Class. We've got everything open, just full scuff. Doing what we can out here. I could have rolled down the windows, I guess. I'll do that in S+. I'll roll down the windows for you guys. It's pretty cool. It's pretty sturdy in S. I mean, it's not meta, but it's got the legs, dude. It goes. The engine that you use in the S build is the second engine, Iron Basic 2.4 liter inline 6. 151 when we start for the horsepower. For the parts, it's Iron Basic induction and then Elite Platinum for the last 4. So it's Elite Platinum ECU, Elite Platinum fuel system, Elite Platinum exhaust, and then you're going to pair that up with the Elite Platinum Roots supercharger. You guys see I put the Roots in all of these, and because honestly, that's where it's at. Felt really good. Really, really liked it. And then you're going to run a Sport Bronze nitrous bottle. Elite Platinum road suspension, Silver Pro brakes, and Elite Platinum grip tires. Iron Basic clutch, and for S, we run the Super Gold 7-speed transmission. The reason we do the 7-speed is because as you go down, you will see that we are adding PI points. Shorter gears means it has a better 0 to 60 because you shift less, but my god, it's not a better performing car because you're in the gear so long. 7-speed's great, and this thing will do like 212. It's fast in S-Class, so once you get up there, if you can kind of tame the rowdiness of it, it's pretty solid. Elite Platinum differential, and then nitrous drift, nitrous grip for the auxiliaries. 100%, 80%, slide the slider as far as you can go, full grip, steering sensitivity on 2 clicks high, downforce all the way high. You can do a couple of deviations from that, but I think in S-Class, you can go from there all the way over. It's rowdy. S-Class, you want the downforce. Traction control off, drift entry, brake tap. That's our S-Class Mazda Miata. 210 for the top speed. It'll get there. It's fast. And for our horsepower, we have 535 and 468 on the torque. It's really pretty good. I wouldn't say it's meta, but it's mighty fast. It'll definitely hold its own. And I've got gameplay footage of A+, S, and S+ at the end of this. So let me just get right into S+ so we can get to that gameplay footage for you guys. Alrighty, S+, we're here. I put some good aero on it to keep it down, but I just couldn't get away from those mirrors. They look so pretty. So it's kind of like getting beat by a stock Miata with light parts. I really kept it kind of stock looking because if you're going to run it in an S+, let them think they're getting beat by a stock Miata. Just make sure you change your license plate. What's up? Alright, the engine on this one is the last engine. It is the 2.8 liter flat 6. I tried all the engines. This one has got by far and away the most horsepower, which is what you want for S+, so that way you can get on the big end. It's got less torque. I'm not even going to pretend. Like it's, you're sitting on 60 less torque than some of the other engines, but look what we're chasing. The top speed of these other engines that have more torque are like 10, 12 mile an hour slower, and in S+, you need to be able to go 230, 235. With the flat 6, you can go 231. It'll do about 233 with some redline tech. And so that's why we went with this engine, because honestly, you need to be able to get on the big end. For the parts, It's Elite Platinum, all of it. So Elite Platinum induction, Elite Platinum ECU, Elite Platinum fuel system, and exhaust, along with the Elite Platinum single turbo. I went with the single turbo because it gives us the most horsepower. You can add more torque. It says it gives you a better quarter mile. That stat doesn't matter. I'm telling you guys, if you're going to run this in S Plus for any reason whatsoever, you want to have that turbo so you can get on the big end. Elite Platinum nitrous bottle, Elite Platinum road suspension, Elite Platinum brakes because we can, Elite Platinum grip tires, Elite Platinum clutch, woohoo, and you're going to run the Super Gold 7-speed transmission. Because you can run the 8, and the gameplay footage I have the 8, but you don't actually use it. This goes pretty much its max speed with 7th gear, and 8th would be there if you wanted a running gear to get good fuel economy, but we don't care about that in the game. So, because of that, if you're an automatic player especially, I don't want you to have that 8th gear in the car because we don't want the car shifting into a gear that you're not going to use, because then you're wasting time shifting. Truthfully, this car will do 230, 231 in 7th. And 230, oh, excuse me, it'll do maybe 233 with that 8th speed. So if you want to try that, if you think you're going to really use it in S-Class, maybe give it a go, excuse me, S+. But I really, if I was going to use this car consistently, I would never have that 8 speed in there. I would just run the 7 and be happy. Elite Platinum diff, as we do. And then auxiliary is nitrous drift, nitrous grip. Handling, slide the slider all the way, 100% full grip. Give it all you can, you guys. Steering sensitivity 2 clicks high, that's me. Downforce all the way high. You can do whatever you want with the downforce. I'm telling you, you want it. It's pretty sturdy once you get moving, but kind of on the low end, like when you're a little slower, it's kind of rowdy. Traction control is off. Drift entry, I run brake tap. 231 for the top speed. It'll get there with the 7-speed transmission. 626 on the horsepower and 412 on the torque. There's another way you can build this where it has more torque. It accelerates a little harder, but really, if you're running S+, you need to be chasing a top speed, and that's 230 or better, because the Regera does 245. Spoiler alert, I beat a Regera in this car. It was totally a fluke. I didn't even plan on recording, but when opportunities present, you must take it on. Guys, stay tuned for the gameplay footage. That is the base builds for the Mazda. Like I said at the start of the video, it's on my heart right now. I don't know why, but if you need somebody to hang out with, come kick it with us. I'm very active in my Discord. I joke with people, pick on people, have fun, and if you want to come and be a part of that, we'd love to have you. We got a great group of guys. We're global, and there's no reason for me not to put us out there. Like, we're growing every day. We play first-person shooters. We play other games. I mean, let us know. If you just come and vibe, and you say less. Just show up and be like, no, just looking for somebody to hang out with, and we will totally accept that. Guys, thank you so much. I have a Patreon. I have donations. I've got memberships on YouTube, as much as $1 so you can get your badge going. I mean, we got a lot of different ways you can support me. If you're happy with what you see here, I'd love to have you help out with that. We're currently saving for a new graphics card so I can start streaming some VR games for you guys. That's the current goal I'm working towards. So thank you guys so much. Watch that gameplay footage and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Alright, already have the camera going from other testing. So finally got a guy to take a playlist. I've been struggling to get a playlist tonight. I didn't want to bother anybody in the crew because I'm just it's no fun to get everybody joined up, riled up to just run a playlist so I can show you guys the car, especially when I'm out here just testing and trying stuff. This build's pretty sturdy. It feels really good. We're gonna launch it in 3rd gear. Yeah, oh yeah, 3rd gear's the nuts on this thing. Feels very sturdy through there. Short shift to 5th. Oh my goodness. How was this little banger gone untouched? Like, it was one of my first builds, and so I kind of just never came back to revisit it. And I feel like I kind of did everybody dirty in the process of that. Oh, I messed up. I used that in the wrong order. I kind of used it too soon. So I literally skimped a whole 3-bar there. But we'll maximize, get another one. Try to use it there. 3-bar would have been nice, but whatever, we out here. Like, I knew the car was pretty sturdy at B as a non-cheese build, but I don't know, it's kind of like, I hate doing the same car over and over and over again. unless there's a reason for it to exist. And then I guess Testarossa life, right? We know that corner all too well. It's a sturdy little vehicle, man. It's got lots of power. I feel like it's got the legs for sure. We're gonna grab a near miss there, see if we can squeak up this to a 3-bar. We didn't, at least not the way I wanted to, so we kind of lost speed in that corner even though we got our boost. This is fun to drive. It's not the most grippy thing, like it's sturdy, but it gives me the illusion of like it's scary. Like it'll slide out on us. But oh, that dude quit out. That's fire. What a great race. Love it when they do that. Alright, so I just loaded into server because I was going to do some testing for this car in S just to see what's up as well. And it's like this, they started this playlist and I was like, I don't even know what Whiplash looks like right now for the tracks, but I'm like, let's send it and see what's good. Like, why not grab some gameplay footage? If I can shoe in a couple of races here, cool. I have not driven this car legit. I did testing, but like, and I honed in on what I think is the right engine and the right configuration, but it's just like, I'm going in line, right? So I got through B and A and now A+, and now I was like S. Okay, let's see what's up. I think we're going to launch in third. Yeah, third feels probably about right. Third's perfect. Oh no. This car is actually like low-key kind of fast. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does with the legs. Oh my. I didn't get a chance to set the levels or anything. Oh god, dude, this thing does 210. It's a little screamer. Oh, good deal. I was concerned we weren't going to hook at the end there like that, but it totally hooked up. Oh man, this is a great little base build. This car is like legit good. I mean, it's obviously like not meta, but if you were wanting to, ooh, that was my fault. Now I micro drifted in there, and that was the wrong move. I should have just tried to like grip and rip. But like, it's got the legs, and you guys saw that I launched and accelerated those guys at the start, real no problem. I'm gonna carry that weight here, boost through. Short shifted into 7th, just let it carry us through there. Like, not crazy or anything, but the car's not bad. That was really good, actually. We'll break that off because I want to do gameplay for S Plus as well to show you what it looks like. But for just throwing it out the wall and see what sticks, that Corvette shouldn't have been there. That Stingray doesn't hold a candle. That AMG GT Black Series, though, is a good car. And the 570 Spider is a good one, too. So, definitely go pump stomping in this thing, you guys. Let's see what we got for S+. Alright, so I just barely got the camera turned on. I was just practicing. I just built the car, and then went on server to test to see what the transmission and the motors were doing. And this dude threw out an S Plus race, and so I did the first race in it. I won, but didn't get it on film, so I didn't have OBS and stuff running yet. So we're gonna launch. I think 4th gear felt pretty good. This is the first time I really run the car in S Plus. It's not an S Plus car, you guys, but whatever. We're out here. Third's probably gonna be a better way to go. Oh, dude pulled out a Regera on us. Okay, dude. He ran the Lotus Exige on us last time, so we're We're about to title this the Regera Killer video. Oh, bro, you don't want me to win. Don't let me win. Bro, don't let me win. And we know big city life, you guys. We just ran this for Copium, so like I'm hot on this track right now. Okay, he's trying to help us get up to speed. You'll see that's 8th gear right there. And see how we're slowing down, we're really not carrying any speed. Watch when I click down into 7th. Because it only does about 233 while we're in 8th. But if we can slow down a little bit. Okay, we did nothing there. That's sweet. We're just going to remain consistent and try not to crash. Running a clean race here will be what. Oh my goodness. Don't let me beat the Regera. Please. Please, Regera driver. Don't skill issue on us, dog. We need you. You got to defend the Regeras. Don't be the stereotype. Don't be the stereotype. But I'm just going to let it wrap out in 7th. Down this hill. Alright, cool. So like we're doing like 230. So 8th gear is worth like 2 miles an hour. But it just takes you right out of the power. So you just lose it really quickly. We're going to just full commit. Little bit of moving and grooving there. Car's actually stable under speed. It's a little sketchy getting up to it, but not bad. Okay. We are out here, dude. Oh no. We're gonna swag the shortcut there. Take this inside line because it sets you up for this exit a little better. Oh goodness. We're doing good, guys. There's 2 more sections where we can die. It's up here, this left-hand turn, and then the S. I'm going to try to get a little micro drift going there. It didn't really like that too much. Don't bounce, don't bounce. Okay, we got a little loose. I'll grab... Alright, 6 would have been the move. We're just going to try not to crash. We're way off pace now from what a good time would be, but like... Those of you guys that ran Copium know straight up that this is an RNG track, and... Oh, no traffic? We are blessed, bro. No shot. No shot. You never go through there with no traffic. Let's go, dude. 241. I ran a 227 in the Lambo. So, obviously, like, we lost some speed and we weren't carrying as much, but let's go. We crushed that Regera driver. So, that's going to be S+, dude. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.